I'm here with Shaun McCarthy, the Chair of the Commission for Sustainable London 2012, on the day that the Commission launches its annual review of 2010. With just over 12 months to go before the Games, what are the key findings of your latest review?
Okay, our latest review is broadly positive. We think some fantastic things have been achieved to really set new standards of sustainability, particularly in construction with the ODA, and we've seen some great plans from LOCOG to actually stage a Sustainable Games. There are some challenges going forward. Obviously the Games, the Sustainable Games has to be delivered, and we really expect some of this good practice to continue into legacy, not only on the Olympic Park but also wider through government and through other clients that are working with construction and maybe major events.
And what would you say have been the main achievements over the last 12 months?
I think we have to say the ODA have done a fantastic job. They pretty much finished now in July. Construction is substantially complete now. So I think we can draw a line under that to say the ODA really has set new standards of sustainability for the construction industry. And for me, for the first time, an organisation has really had sustainability within its DNA completely. So fantastic job ODA, a great example to follow. I think we've also, the other thing I would highlight is the work that's been done on diversity and inclusion and skills and employment throughout various partners that are involved in the Games. That's the ODA, the LDA, LOCOG and the 5 host boroughs. They really have looked at how we can get more apprentices into the Games, how we can get more people from ethnic minorities, women, disabled people, and once again that's been a relentless effort on the part of all of those partners to actually deliver a far more inclusive workforce than we've ever had before.
And where do you think that we need to focus in the next 12 months? Where are the areas that actually you perhaps have got cause for concern that you think needs to be addressed in the next 12 months? What are those key points?
The next 12 months, I think there are two things. One is about Games operations. LOCOG have some fantastic plans to deliver a diversity and inclusion business charter, a sustainable sourcing code, the food vision, zero waste to landfill. All of those things have been very well specified, they've been very well procured. Now they need to be well delivered. The other issue for me is about legacy and about the legacy of knowledge. As I said, the ODA has done a fantastic job of sustainable construction, but can government procurement actually replicate those standards throughout government and into other areas within the construction sector? The lessons need to be learned now, because the ODA effectively closes in July, so we need to grab all of that knowledge and make sure that those standards are actually applied across government in the future.
And if you could personally take control of the Games for the next 14 or 15 months, what would be the one thing that you feel would have the biggest impact on creating the greenest Games ever? Okay,
if I was in charge of the Games, which I'm not, I would love to see the Games really look and feel sustainable. This is something that was not achieved in Vancouver, which I think is regrettable, because the Vancouver Games had some fantastic sustainable achievements, but it didn't really come across to people that were there, it didn't really come across to a TV audience. So for me to have some specific initiatives that really showcase sustainability would be great. The one that I'm really keen on is the idea of an alternative medals table in the Athletes Village. So we can actually use the technology to have some competition for the most energy efficient team. There's going to be a One Planet pavilion within the Athletes Village. There'll be a place where this can be showcased, so why not?
And imagine it's September 2012. Will the London Olympics have been the greenest Games ever?
I think the London Olympics by 2012 will have been the greenest Games ever. If you ask the question in a different way and ask me if they were the greenest Games they could have been, then possibly not. Because I think some early decisions, particularly about the way that energy is delivered to the Olympic Park, could have been different, but they weren't. And I think that's a lesson for future major infrastructure projects, future Games to actually learn from. And also a challenge for the legacy company to really deliver a very low carbon and sustainable Olympic Park for the next 40 years.
And what are you most looking forward to when it comes to Games time?
I'm most looking forward to seeing people during the Games, volunteers, staff, people that are involved in the Games, being really passionate and enthusiastic about sustainability. I want to go around and talk to people, ask people questions, see how they understand how London 2012 is going to be different, and to be able to come back with our post-Games report with some real evidence that that has happened.
Fantastic. Thank you, Shaun.
Thank you.